Hi, I'm Georgia and I'm a laser practitioner at Pure Skin Aesthetics Clinic. We are the only clinic in the southwest of England that can offer the Picosure Pro treatments, and today I'm going to talk you through tattoo removal with us. Machines really do matter, much like picking your tattoo artist in the first place. Who you choose to remove any unwanted ink and how they choose to remove it is just as important. So here at Pure Skin, we operate a Picosure Pro, which is a laser by Cynosure. It is a state-of-the-art technology and it is renowned for its efficiency in clearing any unwanted ink. The clinical data indicates that Picosure Pros can reduce tattoo ink up to 50% quicker than the more traditional Q-switch lasers. It can effectively remove multicolored tattoos, including the more previously challenging blues and green inks. We no longer have an issue with those. It works on picoseconds, so a pulse width is delivered every 1/1,000,000th of a second, and this ensures effective treatment with reduced heat side effects. The adjustable handpiece allows us to customize your treatment, tailor a plan for you, for your skin type, the type of ink, the age, and typically our clients tend to experience very minimal downtime due to this. All of our tattoo removals start with a consultation. Tattoo removal is as much a mental process as it is a physical one. We really want to make sure this is the right choice for you. We need to assess your ink, the colour, the size, the location, as they all play a role in how we choose to go through the removal process. Setting realistic expectations is key to moving through this process. We know you want them off ASAP, and so do we, but we want to do it in the best possible way. On your consultation, we set up the Pico Pro to the appropriate settings. We cleanse the skin quickly and fire up the cryocooler. This helps cool the skin and prepare it for the laser. We take before and after pictures, and we will test patch a small area, sometimes two if there are multiple colours of concern. After pictures are taken, and then we apply some cream and cover.
Quite quick, it's not like now I can benefit, it's just like a little ooh.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
So most people find that, it's intense while they're having the treatment, but the minute the treatment has stopped,
I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm alright.
You've done really well. After going through your aftercare with you, we will see you back for full treatment in 7 to 14 days, providing no contraindications are identified. While extremely rare, contraindications can become apparent during a test patch. These reactions make us either choose not to continue or much more likely choose to adjust our treatment plan going forward. Examples of this could be anywhere from blistering to persistent redness beyond the sort of normal time frame. Photosensitivity, this one's often caused by medication, which is why we go through a full medical history with you at your consultation. Or pregnancy and breastfeeding also. This one is a total precaution. It is not advised you have tattoo removal during this time of your life thing. If a test patch reveals any harmful responses or allergic reactions to do with laser tattoo removal, then we can either stop the treatment, we can adjust our techniques or our pre-treatment protocols. We're huge believers in never stop learning here at Pure Skin, and we are always training, attending masterclasses, and constantly growing and evolving to strive to offer the highest level of care to our clients. Welcome to your first Pico Pro laser tattoo removal session. Each tattoo removal session begins with a brief consultation to check your skin's response and ensure it's safe to proceed. Before we begin, it's important to know that we do not recommend using numbing cream before your treatment. While it might seem like a good idea, numbing creams can constrict blood vessels, which can interfere with the laser's effectiveness. Instead, we use a professional-grade cryocooler, which delivers a constant stream of cold air to the treatment area. This method significantly reduces discomfort and helps to protect the surrounding skin without affecting the laser's performance. The Pico Pro uses ultra-short pulses to break down tattoo ink into tiny particles, which are then naturally eliminated by your body over time. Because of the laser's precision, there is minimal damage to the surrounding tissue, making the healing process faster and cleaner compared to older technologies. Remember, tattoo removal is a process, and results vary depending on ink, colour, depth, and your body's natural healing process. Thank you for trusting us with your removal journey. We're here to support you every step of the way. The tattoo shown is actually mine, so you can be assured I know exactly what this process feels like. Proper aftercare following laser tattoo removal is essential for the healing process to prevent complications and achieve the best possible results. what we want you to do. For the first 48 to 24 hours, really we just need you to keep this area clean and dry. We are going to pop a sterile dressing on you after your treatment, along with some ointment. Keep this on for at least 24 hours. So if you have any excessive irritation, if you want to apply a cold compress during this time, you absolutely can. Just please do not put it directly on your skin. The most important piece of advice, those first 72 hours, really, those first 3 days, please avoid heat. So no boiling hot showers, boiling hot baths, saunas, excessive workouts. This will help prevent any irritation, any potential secondary blistering, and also keep any sweat from getting into the skin and causing any issues. The first week after your tattoo removal, you might be slightly tender, so just keep it clean. Use a mild soap and water. Do not rub it. Pat it dry when you get out of the shower. Your skin is very sensitive. It is rebuilding after this. If you get blisters, do not pick them, don't pop them, don't scratch it. Take a picture to show us and we can adjust your treatment plan if needed. Send them in to us if you've got any worries. We can always talk you through anything that might be going on with you at home. It's not essential, but I found wearing loose clothing during these first couple of days is also really beneficial in my personal experience. We also want you to avoid swimming pools, hot tubs, oceans, lakes. This really is just to prevent infection, and I'd probably avoid these things for a good week post-treatment. This one should be an all-day, everyday thing, but applying SPF in the sun exposure that can't be avoided is super, super important. You want SPF 50 on your ink while you're going through tattoo removal, but that is only if you cannot flat out keep it out in the sun. You are best keeping it away from any UV exposure for at least 4 weeks post-treatment. The only things that are really within your control are drinking lots of water, avoiding smoking and drinking if those are things that you do. The ink is removed via your lymphatic system. The healthier you are, the quicker that ink is going to go. So following your aftercare plan is key to a smooth and successful tattoo removal process. What's the deal with tattoo removal and sunshine? We cannot treat you if you have a tan, be that a natural one from UV exposure or one from a bottle. Keep your laser areas covered from direct sunlight, and if you can, invest in a really good SPF and make sure you are reapplying this regularly. Avoid direct sunlight on the area to be lasered at least 2 weeks post-treatment. 4 really is more ideal to be safe. You are more UV sensitive after treatment, so a top tip wishing to continue tattoo removal through, say, summer or through vacations is to use sports injury tape and flat out put it over the tattoo area to block UV from getting into it. How does the laser get rid of the ink? The laser doesn't get rid of the ink. Our bodies do all of that for us. The laser targets the ink particles and shatters them into much smaller particles. So this triggers our macrophage cells to engulf the smaller particles, and then they are transported away via our lymphatic system, or they remain in the area slowly degrading over time. That is why that delay between appointments is really important, because you can see significant fading even weeks after you've had your appointment. So while the laser breaks down the ink, it's your immune system and particularly the macrophage cells that actually remove it for you. Does tattoo removal hurt? Yes, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not comfortable, but it is also over super quickly. When we're working with 10 hertz, which is what we tend to operate when we are removing tattoos, we are firing 10 shots a second. Along with the cryo cooler we use, this really helps balance this out really. Some areas are worse than others, but we will always work with you to make sure your sessions are as comfortable as they can possibly be. It is sharp, but it is also tolerable. How often can I have a treatment? So this has got to be up there with the most asked questions. We do advise that you wait at least 8 weeks between your lasering sessions. This allows your body a chance to absorb the ink that we have previously broken down with laser. Sometimes, depending on the size, on the location, on each individual case, we can sometimes stretch this and suggest that you have them 10 to 12 weeks apart. However, if you chose to have 1 or 2 a year, this is also absolutely fine. We would still continue to make progress. We are always going to advise in your best interest though, so if we ask you to delay an appointment, it is for a very good reason. So some tatty myths that I have heard, it only takes 1 session. Absolutely doesn't. The reality is it takes multiple sessions. 6 to 8 is the most common, as I've mentioned before. So yeah, prepare yourselves for a journey. Another myth. All colours are really easy to remove. Actually, it's black that's the easiest to remove, contrary to popular opinion. And the closer it is to skin colour, i.e. reds, oranges, yellows, they're actually the most difficult to remove and require us to change the wavelength of the laser. Final myth is laser tattoo removal leaves scars. The reality of it is that when laser tattoo removal is performed by qualified professionals using advanced technology, especially like the Picosure Pro, the risk of scarring is actually very low. Scarring is usually pre-existing from the tattoo being applied in the first place, in proper aftercare or under qualified technicians. So look after those tattoos, do your research on where you're having your removal, and best of luck with your journey.